Welcome to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for February 16th through to the 22nd. So welcome, welcome. I hope your February is going good. I see a lot of things being smoothed out. I also see you putting a lot of things to the side that you thought were necessary that are no longer necessary. So you're in a release period. I also feel like you're going to start expressing yourself a lot more about the choices that you're making and the different options that you have found that are available to you. Got some in spirit with me here, huh? Funny. Yeah. So whoever this is, they're really funny. I hear George. I had an Uncle George, and he was so funny. Just maybe, yeah, he was really funny. But he was also one of God's children. Let's put him that way, okay? He was light in the shoes, we might say, but, you know, funny, mischievous, and could be coerced kind of easily. So for some reason, he's coming in with this release that's going on in these new options, because he says, you know, the world is full of different kinds of options. And he says he kind of liked it that he didn't live in a box in his mind, because he, first of all, he didn't know that he should, but also he loved breaking rules. And he you know, was put in the corner often for getting into trouble that he didn't even know was trouble. But that he says, you know, sometimes there's a lot of dust in those corners that you can clean up when you get put in the corner and get punished. And he's saying that, you know, he wants us to free ourselves up a lot more instead of keeping ourselves, he's got like handcuffs, like keeping ourselves prisoners of our own conditioning. And that as we do that, he's saying a lot of things are going to smooth out in front of us. He says we need to become much more fluid and much more relaxed. He says there's a lot of healing that's going to come in. And he says we're going to come to a place where all the thoughts and all the feelings that we have felt are actually going to be there as a reservoir of nourishment to us later, because of everything that we will have learned from the feelings and from the thoughts and from the emotions that we have experienced. Yeah. And he's cute because he's talking a little bit about spidey senses. Excuse me, which my granddaughter loves Spider-Man. But she'll say, that's not spidey senses, though, because she says they're like the Spider-Man senses. But he's showing me spidey senses in terms of our love. It's like My Favorite Martian. The antennas are coming up, and it's like I'm feeling where the love is, and I'm going where the love is. And he says that be more in tune with where the love is. It's not outside of us, but also where it is around you. And he says gravitate to that. And he says the gravitational field is undulating with this new birth and this new freshness of energy that's coming forward, that is going to be a blanket of love that's coming over everyone, and a calming and a healing. And he said it will come in very pronounced, and it may come in as a result of something that's going to occur to the planet, where we will have to use our resources and we will have to come together. So he says, just know that love's blanket is over everything and everyone. Yeah. You know, he's going all the way out into summertime, and he's going, you know, the summertime swing, and he says we're just going to swing into summertime, and everything's going to be freed up and clear and fun and lighter and refreshing, and the things that summer feels like to most of us. Let me look at that again. Well, he's saying that things won't be as pronounced. He says right now, he says the water is kind of tepid, like we can feel that it's not really perfect, but it's, you know, we want to be mindful of the temperature, the climate that we're in terms of the emotional climate that we're in, where we're not feeling really open doors swinging open and us being invited in. But he says we're going to get more into that welcome feeling. He says, and welcome to and for everyone. He's showing me white carnations also. For some of you who are who have loved ones in spirit, were carnations, pink or white carnations, because I saw white though. So, but I get the hit that also carnations in general from a loved one would have some significance to you let that be with you, okay? That they are touching in with you as well. I feel like too, yes, a lot of your loved ones are gonna, all you gotta do is just ask them, and they're gonna start coming in and coming in and coming in and really helping you. They said they want you to think of it as like when there's a fire, you call the fire department, and you know the pole, they come down the pole and they're there and they're ready, and that's how they are. They're just coming in and they're ready. So they're ready to help you, actively help you, consciously ask for their help so that they can help you. They said no more drama, only dreams. And they said, you know, it really depends on, you know, what soup you mix, what you put in the soup that you eat. You know, what ingredients have you put into what you're ingesting? So be mindful of what you feed yourself, energetically what you feed yourself. Balance is key this week. It's not, I see stability. So I don't see any conflict with balance, but I see that balance is highlighted. You may even notice, gee, I feel really balanced, like emotionally, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually balanced. You know, I feel very centered. And because this balance is coming in very strong. There's also October's energy is coming in, specifically Halloween around that time. Thanksgiving is that's November, but that whole celebratory time. But it feels like that time period is coming in very strong. I think that's Scorpio energy is coming in then. So I would say there's significance to that timeline for some of you. They said it will be very pronounced. The energies will be very strong, and that you're going to change your mind on a lot of things that you thought you were 100% behind. They said you're going to, because you realize that it's keeping you stuck and not helping you to be more flexible with yourself and make changes you want to make. You know, sometimes when we pronounce to the world, oh, this is who I am and this is how I feel and think, well, it becomes like a tomb that we get inside of, and it's like we're this epitomizing this conviction that we put out there. But you know, they said that, you know, you can open it up, and this shift and this change is coming for you. Okay, and they're helping you, and they are already working with you right now to move you forward. That's why they're sharing this with you now, because they want you to pay attention to how this is being activated in your energy field right now. What I see for that whole week. Well, I hear something about you think you got yourself in a pickle, but they said you can fix that pickle. So whatever situation you think you got yourself in, you're not stuck. It can be undone just the way it was done. You can just loosen up, lighten up, and free yourself up. You're not stuck. All right. So please don't don't think that you're stuck, and also don't try to put, so here's my Uncle George again too, like don't stick yourself in the corner and kick your foot in that corner like I'm stuck. They said no, they said all you got to do is turn around and realize that you're in an open room, right, wherever that corner is. And yeah. They also said too that some of our best work and some of our best fixing of ourselves is when we realize that we are punishing ourselves and that we're not stuck, and we start to climb out of that space, and we start to excel and grow and get ourselves out of the little box that we've given ourselves to live in. You know, open up. Open up. You create the walls, you can uncreate them. Yeah, I see some special love coming to some of you. A sweetheart. I feel like there's a sweetheart with you. This is so those of you that have lost someone, I feel that they're touching in and they're letting you know how much they love you. And you may feel them even touching your face and really coming in close and whispering in your ear. You might feel their energy because they're so close. This would have been somebody that would have been married 40 to 50, 60 years. So this would be a long-term, beautiful relationship. They want you to know that they're there, that they're, and they say they've surrendered to you. So it's cute because they say, well, in our relationship, it might have seemed as though there was conflict. He says, well, because this is a male that's coming forwards. This would have been a male that crossed over. And he's saying that, he says there's no conflict coming in. So if he was conflictual in the relationship, that conflict is dissolved and is no longer there. All right. I hear calm waters. There's going to be just a lot of calming, a lot of emotional calming, a still point, where we become centered within the storm or anything that's going on, and a change. It's like it's helping a lot of us to kind of exit out and go into this new energy that's there for us. So it's like going through a turnstile, and it's just you're out in this new open pasture with all this lush green energy, and it feels very resourceful and conducive to the growth that you have set out to feed yourself. It's time to relax. Time to, not get on your own nerves. Time to quit bullying and picking on yourself with thought patterns that, were only there to annoy you. Yeah. Oh, lots of healing. A healthful time, saying. Yep, they're not giving me any more calm waters. So with that, namaste. Thank you all so very much. Take it easy. Take it easy on yourself. And let this time be a refreshing time for you. Namaste.